Push it. No. No. Shit. Come on. No. No. You want to play with this guy? Here you go. You can take this guy. Yeah, you can take this guy. I'm back. Where was I at? You can play with that. Yeah. Okay. She watched animals, birds, and insects which disguised themselves as leaves or twigs or other animals to escape them from things that could hurt them. She enjoyed it, but it ended too soon and was followed by a program called A Cake Factory. It was time to talk to her father. Coraline's father was home. Both her parents worked doing things on computers, which meant that they were home a lot of the time. Each of them had their own study. "Hello, Coraline," he said when she came in, without turning around. Said Coraline. "It's raining." "Yep," said her father. "It's buckling down." "Nope," said Coraline. "It's just raining." "Can I go outside?" "What did your mother say?" "She said you're not going out in the weather like that," Coraline groaned. "Then no." "But I want to carry on exploring." "Then explore the flat," suggested her father. "Look, here's a piece of paper and a pen. Count all the doors and windows. List everything blue. Mount an expedition to discover the hot water tank. And leave me alone to work." "Can I go into the drawing room?" The drawing room was where the Joneses kept the expensive and uncomfortable furniture Coraline's grandmother had left them when she died. Coraline wasn't allowed in there. Oh, really? Nobody went in there. It was only for the best. If you don't make a mess, and you don't touch anything. Coraline carefully considered this carefully. Then she took out the paper and pen and went off to explore the inside of the flat. She discovered the hot water tank. It was in a cupboard in the kitchen. She counted everything blue, 153. She counted the windows, 21. She counted the doors, 14. Of the doors she found 13 open and closed. The big carved brown wooden door at the far corner of the drawing room was locked. She said to her mother, "Where does that door go?" "Nowhere, dear. It has to go somewhere." Her mother shook her head. "Look." She told Coraline. She reached up and took a string of keys from the top of the kitchen door frame. She snorted through them carefully and selected the oldest, biggest, blackest, rustiest key. They went into the drawing room. She unlocked the door with the key. The door swung open. Her mother was right. The door didn't go anywhere. It opened into a brick wall. "When this place was just one hole," said Coraline's mother. "The door went somewhere. When they turned the house into flats, they simply bricked it up. The other side is the empty flat on the other side of the house, the one that's still for sale." She shut the door and put the string of keys back on top of the kitchen door frame. "You didn't lock it," said Coraline. Her mother shrugged. "Why would I lock it?" she asked. "It doesn't go anywhere." Coraline didn't say anything. It was nearly dark outside now, and the rain was still coming down, patting against the windows and blurring the lights of the cars in the street outside. Coraline's father stopped working and made them all dinner. Coralline was disgusted. "Daddy," she said, "you've made a recipe again. It's leek and potato stew with a tarragon garnish and melted Gruyere cheese." I don't know how to pronounce it. He admitted. Coralline sighed. Then she went into the freezer and got out some microwave chips and a microwave mini pizza. "You know I don't like recipes," she told her father, while the dinner went around and around, and the little red numbers in the microwave oven counted down to 0. "If you tried it, maybe you'd like it," said Coraline's father, but she shook her head. That night, Coralline lay awake in her bed. The rain had stopped, and she was almost asleep when something went. She sat up in bed. Something went. Coralline got out of bed and looked down the hall, but saw nothing strange. She walked down the hall. From her parents' bedroom came a loud snoring. That was her father, and an occasional sleeping murmur. That was her mother. Coralline wondered if she dreamed it, whatever it was. Something moved. It was more than a little shadow, and it scuttled down the darkened hall fast. Like a little patch at night. She hoped it wasn't a spider. Spiders made Coralline intensively uncomfortable. The black shape went into the drawing room, and Coralline followed it a little nervously. The room was dark. The only light came from the hall, and Coralline, who was standing in the doorway, cast a huge and distorted shadow into the drawing room carpet. She looked like a thin, giant woman. Coralline was just wondering whether or not she ought to turn on the light when she saw the black shape edge slowly out beneath the sofa. It paused and then dashed silently across the carpet towards the furthest corner of the room. There was no furniture in the corner of the room. Coralline turned on the light. There was nothing in the corner. Nothing but an old door that opened into a brick wall. She was sure that her mother had shut the door, but now it was ever so slightly open, just a crack. Coralline went over to it and looked in. There was nothing there, just a wall built of red bricks. Coralline closed the wooden door, turned out the lights, and went to bed. She dreamed of the black shapes that slid from place to place, avoiding the light, until they were all gathered. What are you doing? Stop. No. No. She dreamed of black shapes that slid from place to place, avoiding the light, until they were all gathered together under the moon. Little black shapes with little red eyes and sharp yellow teeth. She started to sing. "We are small, but we are many. We are many, we are small. We were here before you rose. We will be here when you fall." The voices were high and whispering. Shush! The voices were high and whispering and slightly whiny. They made Coralline feel uncomfortable. Then Coralline dreamed a few commercials, and after that she dreamed of nothing at all. The end. Sorry that took so long. I'm going to probably edit this. Have a great day, and yeah, bye.